Alright, hey fan gang, hope we're all having a fantastic Tuesday. Today, we are playing more Blue Archive. I totally meant to be playing Genshin today, but I'll be honest, I'll be 100% real. Genshin bored the shit out of me last week. It's not bad, it's just kind of dull, and Blue Archive is just so much more interesting to me right now. I'll get back to Genshin eventually, because I want to at least finish that story, but for the first story arc, but whatever. Blue Archive. Also, it's Mitsuki's birthday. Everyone be really nice to Mitsuki today. Oh, that's rock screen. We have enough for some polls to go for Katama Camp. Surely today will be my final get for Katama. Starting off, I have enough for 1 pull, and then we got a free 10 pull. And I think by the end of the stream, I might get enough gems from the story for the big 200. Let's go. Come on, Katama. I am tired of wasting gems outside of Fest. Please come home, Katama. Run is so fucking cute. Alright, here we go. Come on, give me your purple. Give me your purple. Fuck. Oh, it's gonna be one of those nights. I can already tell. We got the big 190 next, and I can already tell tonight's luck is gonna be dog and shit. Okay, let's go. We're not gonna get any purples, I know. I know it, Arona's not gonna give me anything. But please, Katoma, please spite my luck and come home. I knew it. Alright. Yeah, no one even knew. Rona's colorblind to purple. Yeah, you think so? Well, she's not colorblind to purple during Fest. I don't know. Well, maybe by the end of the stream, I'll get enough gems. Another 530 more gems? And then I can do another 10 pull at the end, and then I can force Katama to come home. Well, that's about the average luck, isn't it? I love Mitsuki. She's so evil. She's so fun. I was actually kind of a little disappointed that there's not a whole lot for the girls' birthdays. Like, you just get a little extra line when you have her up here. But, yeah, well. It's a nice little touch. I guess there's so many girls that can't do everything. Main story. Now that we've wasted 20 polls tonight, not getting Katama Camp once again. Continuing the story. Hoshino, good old Horus. She's starting to be a little sus to me. She got some secrets. Also, the Abydos Desert has some secrets, apparently. I have no earthly idea why the Kaiser Corps would be digging out in the desert, but I guess we'll find out today. Oh, they have lines for my birthday, too. Oh, cool. Hi, Nanomi. I am here early. Hey, sometimes I like to wake up early, too, just to mix things up. Also, you're early. You got cleaning to do. Well, it's not easy getting the sand out of the school, is it? Even though there's only 5 people dragging sand in through the doors. How's the master? Oh, the dog. The dog. Yeah, he's okay. I don't know. He's at the vet. Who cares? He's just a dog. You can get another. I thought it would be too overwhelming for him if we all went to the hospital together, so I didn't go with the others. Sensei just doesn't want to be at show with the... Man, I get it. I get it, because Ren is a knife-eared, snake-eyed bitch. I wasted a Valentine meetup with her. She's actually okay. I'll have to go with Shiroko and Hoshino. I almost said Hiroshino. Hoshino. When you say his health seems fine, do you mean there's another problem? You have nothing but problems in Abydos, Nanomi. Heavy weapons girl is sharp. She has that intuition. He left with Sarika and Ayane, but came back all alone, so I thought maybe something bad had happened. Yeah, it turns out they had to put down Master. They had to take him out back behind the vet. Okay, then you can tell me once we're all together. If it's important, then we should all know about it. Well, I don't know if it's important, but it's interesting that Kaiser Court is digging in the desert for some reason. For some reason. A lot has changed since you came here. Has it? I mean, I've only ever seen the school when I'm here. I'll take your word for it. Probably less depressing. I imagine they're all super depressed before Sensei got here. Hey, Ace, hope you're having a great night. Also, Static and Echo, hope you guys are having great nights as well. Hope everyone's having a great night. Everyone have a great night! We got our very first advisor, and we were able to fight off the gangs that had been harassing us. Yes, I did that. Praise me. Praise me! Praise Powerlines Sensei. We secured the supplies we needed, and we've overcome so many problems. We haven't really done that much. We just fought off a gang. We hung out with Problem Solver 68. I wouldn't even call it... I wouldn't even say you guys fought Problem Solver 68. More like a scrimmage. You guys had a fun little match. You robbed a bank. That was fun. But it seems like now we have more problems to face than ever. Yeah, just a few. Listening to this almost every night, the story is crazy. Yeah, that's what I said at the start of the stream. That's why I'm playing this instead of more Genshin like I said I would. It's because Blue Archive's story is so crazy and fun. I love it. Yeah, Aru is definitely top tier. I don't know if she's my favorite, character-wise. Because, like, Katoma is my favorite character design-wise. But as a character... maybe Hoshino, but honestly I haven't really gotten to meet many of the girls yet. Like, that deeply. But Aru is definitely up there. What else lies ahead? Secrets! That perfidious hag Hoshino is hiding something from me. A senior sensei, it warms my little heart to watch new sensei. Hi, Powerland Sensei Des. To also fall into the Blue Archive hole. Do you think the FTF will be able to keep moving forward? I don't know, if you can keep robbing banks, yes. If not, no. Totally, of course. Yeah, you got this, girl. Yeah, sure. I mean, don't take my word for it, but yeah, sure. Anything can happen. If you say so, then it must be true. She's a trustful young lady. Oh. It's the bank robber. Hi, Shiroko. Why is she here early? Did Horse do something? Why is Shiroko looking out for Hoshino this early in the morning? She's already here, probably taking a nap somewhere around the school again. But now I'm suspicious of Hoshino whenever she's supposedly taking a nap. She's out meeting with weird extra-dimensional men in black suits that I have no idea what to make of that yet. Hi. Hi, Shiroko. The dog, he's being put down. Dad, take him out back. Dad, take him behind the shed. He's alright. Sensei told me that Master is doing just fine, Star. But it seems like there's something else going on, so we should all meet up to discuss it. Yes, that's why I left behind the cat in the spats and the knife here, so we can discuss it together when they're not here. I didn't think that one through, did I? Well, I'm glad you get it, Shiroko. That makes one of us. I'll go back first, then. What do you mean, go back first? Go back where? What? Shiroko is up to something. Yeah, Shiroko is a little off today. Yeah, she's kind of off. I thought I was going to use poor wording on who Hoshino has been meeting there. Nah. Horus is a hag, a certified hag, but she's a good girl. I mean, she's keeping secrets, but I don't think anything malicious. But still sus. She seemed kind of nervous for some reason. She looked like she was about to go rob a bank. I mean, she probably remembered how much debt you guys have and still owe because you didn't take the bank money. What's my thoughts on Nikke? The the cover shooter where the girls stick their asses in your face. I never played it. I have friends who've played it and they like it well enough. The only Nikke I've played was the crossover stuff in Stellar Blade, and I actually thought those little mini games were fun. I know nothing about the story or the characters though. I remember my first impressions just seeing it from a distance when Nikke first come out was that it looked like knockoff Girls Frontline, which I was playing at the time. With a leg. Let me Google a leg. Let me see which one a leg is. Nikke a leg. The Eggster. Oh, 1L 2Gs. I had it backwards. Oh, I've seen her around. I'm actually surprised she hasn't already been out because I've had friends just gooning for her for the past year. The commander has a bunch of obscenely sexy androids and people just now found out that if you treat them like people, not war machines, they actually perform better. Well, don't worry, because they're all going to forget how that works in about a year when they stop using them as war machines. And they have to relearn it all over again. I don't know, I never played Nikke. The friends I have who play it say it's pretty okay. Hoshino? Is Hoshino practicing judo? Wait, is Shiroko throwing hands with the hag? Don't act like you... Shiroko is throwing hands, oh my god. I didn't expect that. Yeah, that sounds like Shiroko is beating the shit out of Horus. What the hell? Girls! You better not be fighting in there. Act? I don't know what you're talking about. It's awkward, but I like it. It's a little awkward how much of a wavelength I am on with Shiroko. It seems like in a lot of ways we're the same character. We both want to rob banks. We both are extremely suspicious of Hoshino right now. I mean, I wouldn't have thrown hands at Hoshino over it, but maybe it's because it's the morning and Shiroko just woke up. And she rolled out of bed wrong. You are lying, though. Hoshino, I've seen the cutscene where I wasn't in. I know you're lying, even though I wasn't there. Don't fuck with me, I have the script. Hoshino, Shiroko, what's going on? They're throwing hands. Yeah, what the hell is going on? This is between me and the hag. Okay, don't mind us then, keep fighting. I'll just sit down and watch. I'm sorry, but please give us a moment. Okay, are you gonna start fighting? Are you gonna start throwing hands again the second we leave? Yeah, I think Nonomi is also on my wavelength a little. No can do, Star. There are no secrets in Foreclosure Task Force except for all the secrets that you aren't even aware of. You know that we're all on the same team, right? Heart. You can't see it, but I'm doing the heart thing with my hand of fingies, and you can't see it because it's just live 2D. It's not. Never mind. So if you don't explain what's going on, you'll be punished, Star. How would Nonomi punish? Nonomi doesn't seem like much of a punisher. She's just she's heavy weapons girl, but she's too nice for her own good. So, I guess I got caught trying to sneak in a nap to rest my old bones. But that's not fair. You already know how lazy I am. It comes as naturally to me as breathing. Fear the girl who speaks in emoticons. Now Horus is lying about what she got caught about. You don't have to get so angry. Shiroko does take things too seriously. No, she's just thinking ahead to the bank robbery. To the next one, I mean. Well, it should be about time for the meeting. Let's head to the club room. Hoshino did a good job of sweeping that all along, glossing right over it so no one is worried about what she's lying about. She's out of here. She's roaching out. See ya, Hoshino. Damn. Little rascal. Yeah, I'm with Nanomi on this. I'm a little concerned. I don't think it's normal for Shiroko to be throwing hands at Hoshino. Yes, I think she's hiding something. Yeah, everyone thinks the hag is up to something. It's okay, though. Everyone at least has one secret they hold close. Nonomi, this is what I mean by saying you're too nice for your own good. You see, you went in like 1 minute flat, less than that. You went from no secrets to okay, you can have one secret. And now you're gonna let them keep on moving the goalpost. You gotta put your foot down, Nonomi. No lap polos until they tell their secrets. We should go too, Sensei. Hi, Powerlines Sensei does. We can't keep everyone waiting. Hey, Knight. Hope you're having a great night. It rhymed. Okay, Hag, you're gonna spill. You can have one secret as a treat. Someone talk. This is really awkward. Get the fuck out of my headspace, game. Guys, it's bad. Look at this. What, did they put down Master? It's a land restoration map of the district. Oh. Hi. Damn it. It's still awkward. Someone talk again. Why is everyone so tense? Because Hoshino is lying and everyone's afraid to call her out for some reason. Did something happen? Yeah, I don't know. No one knows why, but Shiroko is throwing hands. I mean, no, not really. I mean, I don't want to talk about it. Anyways, more importantly, we've just learned something very serious. It's urgent! Everyone please take a look at this. Flap. They already told us this map. It's a property map of the Abydos district, which includes a record of all its most recent transactions. So, confirms who owns land. Oh yeah, Master said that his restaurant was already owned by the Kaiser Court. Everyone knows that Abydos lands belong to the school, so what's the point of showing us this? Oh yeah, they weren't at the hospital, or I mean the vet. When we visited the vet this morning, Master explained everything before they put him down. Most of the buildings in Abydos district, including Shibaseki Ramen Shop, the former Sibe whatever ramen shop, are not owned by her school. I don't know if Hoshino is fibbing about being surprised here. How would Hoshino not be aware of that? I feel like she would be aware of this. And what are you talking about, Iana? Abydos district doesn't belong to Abydos. Then, do you at least own the goddamn school? Tell me you girls at least own the goddamn school you're $6 million in debt for. The current owner is Kaiser Corp. Or Kaiser Construction. They have a million different subsidiaries. Rip Master, hope the ramen recipe is hidden somewhere. I still want some ramen. I haven't been able to find a good ramen shop. There's no good ramen around me. That was the singular good thing about when I lived in North Virginia to work in DC, was all the Asian communities meant that there was no shortage of fantastic 10 out of 10 Asian food. And it's such a bummer being back down here in the South. I mean, it's home, but man, I miss that good Asian food. That was a short chapter. Everyone has a lie! Alright, we're gonna find out how many lies they have this time. Kaiser Construction, you mean it's the Kaiser Corp? Yes, yes, you can tell because they have the same name. The Abydos district belongs to Kaiser. Yes, Shiroko. You guys aren't asking the important question. You need to ask if your school is owned by it. The eviction order was issued some time ago, so Master had to close the shop. Said it was bound to happen eventually. I still don't trust Hoshino that she's surprised about this. Not the ramen shop. Anything but the ramen shop. Okay, the school. You lost the school. Not only that, but the main building of Abydos along the surrounding desert and wilderness. By main building, do you mean the school? And even the buildings that nature has not reclaimed yet, almost everything already belongs to them. The only areas they don't have control over are the main building of the school and parts of the surrounding area. The main building of the school versus the main building of Abydos. Do they mean like the town hall or something? I'm gonna assume that's a mistranslation there that they didn't catch. But how is this possible? Half the land the Academy District have been traded away by your bitch of a student council predecessors who put you $6 million in debt and roached out. Nonomi, you should know exactly who would do such a thing. Must have been the Abydos Student Council. Well, at least Taurus is paying attention. The Student Council has voting rights on school assets. Only the Student Council would be authorized to do this. She is right. The transaction was led by the previous Student Council. But the Abydos Student Council has been gone for 2 years. Yeah, the school is the de facto government of their territory, but it was confusing how they said the Abydos main building was Kaiser Corps', but then the school main building was theirs. So I'm not sure what the Abydos main building is, if it's not the school. Because I would have presumed the school main building was the Abydos main building. Yeah. Again, I just assume it's a minor translation issue. No further deals. I come to light since the student council disappeared. So 2 years ago would have been when Hoshino was a freshman. A spry pup. What have they done, those idiot student council members? Hey, Sarika, you're the idiot student council members now. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. How could they sell the school's land to the Kaiser Corps? Because of the debt. Why do you think? The school belongs to the students. Why would they do something? You know why. It's huge and we had no idea it even happened. This school is not the main building. They lost it to the sand. I don't know if they did mention that. They haven't actually talked about the school itself a lot. It might have come up and I missed it. The district belongs to the school. That's common knowledge, so we're only concerned about the school's debt, not the school's assets. I really gotta call Yuka in to at least explain to these girls how assets contribute to your capital and how that is factored into your debt. I feel like I think the foreclosure task force has just been way too trusting with Kaiser from the get. And I think Kaiser just like didn't even explain anything about the debt or what the girls do and don't own already. If only I had known sooner. If you had known, there's nothing you could have done. I mean, you could have burned down the school to keep them from getting it. Sorry, that was an intrusive thought. This happened before you entered the school, before the foreclosure task force had even formed. That's actually extremely tangential to being off topic, but before you entered the school, because I've actually been quietly wondering in the background if the girls actually have lives before entering school or after school, if they just exist eternally as high school students. Because you never see anything. You only see the high school girls and the robots. But that's interesting confirmation that Ayane did come from somewhere. Hoshino, did you know anything about this? Did she? I guess she was a freshman on the student council then. Also, yeah, I don't see how Hoshino wouldn't have known this. This speech bubble in particular, where she said that this happened before you, Ayane, entered the school. In fact, she was the vice president of the last student council. Oh, well, that's true, but I never met the upperclassmen from 2 years ago. By the time I joined the student council, all of the former members had already resigned. There are middle schools and side parts of the lore, but the focus... Okay. Interesting. Because I was actually ready to fully believe that there's literally no humans except for high school girls, except for the senseis who are summoned. And that this is like some weird quasi-afterlife. Which it might still be. But it's interesting to know that the girls are actually like coming from middle schools and presumably from younger. The number of enrolled students was single digits. There were no faculty members and classes have been suspended for a long time. To implement JP voices to the main story. Does that mean I could switch to Korean and get Korean voices to listen to? I never thought about that. Oh yeah, Shun and Coconut are in charge of a kindergarten. I mean, we never seen the kids there, we just saw their texts. But I would presume they're also girls who will grow up to enter schools themselves. Unless they're robot kids, which is possible. The student council room was like an empty warehouse and none of the previous members had left any documents. It was a time when the school building was moved several times to avoid desertification. Okay, I can believe that. You're off the hook for that, Hoshino. I can believe that any records would have been buried under the sand. The last student council was only the new student president and me, El Jefe. El Presidente was an idiot with the lowest grades in school and accepted the position blindly, and I was an ill-tempered first year. Everything was a mess. I'm honestly a little surprised that they didn't backfill voices and stuff, considering how old the game is, and I'm sure how much money they made off it. I'm just a little salty because I like the voices. The student with lowest grades was student body president. What kind of student? It's the council of no students. That's who. Grades don't indicate whether someone is suited for a job, Serica. I mean, true, but it sounds like, well, unless Hoshino is lying. Your grades aren't that great either. What are you doing bringing up my grades all? Well, it's because you brought up the grades. It's because of you, Serica. She's right. We may have called it student council, but we were so incompetent. So incompetent you would sell land. I ended up joining the student council by accident. I was pretty aimless back then. I had no idea what I was doing. I was a total idiot. That's a soft past tense, possibly present tense. I don't know. Jury's out, Hoshino. I think Hoshino is a lot more smart than she lets on. Hoshino, you shouldn't blame yourself. I mean, well, I don't know. Hoshino is just being sus today. She's holding secrets, and I don't think this is the secret they're talking about, or Shireko is throwing hands on. In fact, after the student council was disbanded, it's only thanks to you that the foreclosure task force was established in Abydos. You may be lazy, but you're always the first to take initiative when it really matters. Yeah, when Serica went missing, we were the first to ask Sensei for help. I don't remember either. I'm with Hoshino, I don't remember. I mean, yeah, it's totally true. Yeah, Serica. Serica. You may be a no-hoper, but you're also someone I can respect. Not sure, yeah, I don't think that's a compliment either. Also, yeah, why is Shiroko going from throwing hands to backhanded compliments? Well, I just wanted to say it. She was in the mood. Shiroko's a little weird today. Just a little off. Why do you think the former student council sold the land to Kaiser? Why do you think? Because of $6 million of debt. Why else? Obviously, they were in cahoots with Kaiser. I feel like the answer is painfully obvious. I didn't know those upperclassmen very well, but I'm sure they worked hard for the benefit of the school. Perhaps they did to pay off the debt. That face. Hoshino knows something. That's what I think too. Even back then, the school's debt was enormous. But since it was sold at such a low price, forget the principal. They couldn't even keep up with increasing interest. Yeah, I think they just low-key forgot about the debt after robbing the bank. So they kept selling land. They manipulated them into giving up land. I could see that. Manipulating the high school girls into selling the land. Yeah, I can see Kaiser Court doing that. What do you mean, what do I mean? Also, hi, Sensei Dust. Abydos was caught in a dirty trap. Some kind of sand trap. You see... What do you see, Hoshino? What do your horse eyes see? It was Kaiser that lent the money to Abydos. We already knew that. But that's not new information. That was like the first thing I learned when I got here. That means Kaiser loans lent the school more money than they could ever repay, forcing them to sell the land to keep up with the rising interest. Yes, at first they must have told them to sell the useless lands in the wasteland and desert. The land had already been ruined, so anyone would have been tempted by such an offer. But because they sold it at such a low price, the debt never decreased and they kept handing over more and more land. And so the Abydos district slowly became the property of Kaiser. This is an awkward exposition moment where I'm guessing they're just restating everything for the benefit of the player. There's no way these girls aren't aware of all of these facts. Corpos would buy up their land and send them to live in the suburbs, a fate worse than death. Hey, I'd rather live in the suburbs than the city. And the reason they lent that money to Abydos in the first place was so they could take the land. It's a trap they've been preparing for a long time. Nexter told me that Kaiser Corps made the desertification happen. Wait, that actually makes sense. Wait, now I went from 0 to 60. Now I fully believe, with no evidence, that Kaiser Corps is the reason the desertification happened. Especially because Sensei already knows from Hina telling me last time that Kaiser Corps is digging out in the desert. So I can fully believe that they found something out in the desert. So they rigged this game. Or not rigged the game. They rigged this to happen. To where the area would become desert. And they could buy it for cheap. How would they blow sand several big fans? Hey, I mean, they have robots. They have hologram force ghosts. I'm sure they could have desertification technology somehow. I can't believe it! They played right in the hands of those Kaiser bastards. The student council was so stupid. How could they fall into their trap so easily? By being as smart as you. I mean, no, you got it all wrong. Hi, Powerlines Sensei Dust. The ones who tricked them are the villains. Don't blame the victims. Yeah, no victim blaming. I mean, unless it's Shiroko throwing hands at Horus. I kind of want that to happen to make Horus spill the facts. She's still hiding something. I know that. About sketchy stuff like germanium bracelets, I know better than anyone that the con artists are the bad guys. Do you, though? Do you, Serica? But I still feel so angry. Why? Have you had breakfast yet? Is your blood sugar low? Why will they do something so cruel to Abydos who are already struggling? Yeah, I'm all fully on board with zero evidence that Kaiser Court caused the desertification so they could buy the school lands. And this is all a huge long con for something out in the desert. I have no idea what would be out in the desert, though. I can't imagine it's something as mundane as oil. When people are suffering, they become desperate. She knows but never implements said knowledge. Hoshino learns stuff but forgets to ever use it. And desperate people will do anything to alleviate their suffering. Just quoting someone else is all there is to it, Serica. Hoshino, you're holding something back. The school of death, the situation in Abydos, and the clues we found with Sensei. Hi, Powerline Sensei does. It's all coming together. After the... I just noticed the drawing in the background. I think that's Shiroko. I'm guessing that's Nonomi. Twin tails, that must be the cat. There's a tower on fire. It looks like the Kata Kata helmet gang. Okay, that's cute. After the student council disappeared, the Kaiser Court has no way to purchase more land. The school was the last piece they didn't own, so they hired gangs to harass us. In the end, what the Kaiser Corp wanted wasn't money but land. The SMG on the board. Oh, this. At a glance, I assumed it was an Uzi or something, but I have no idea. Oh, the Half-Life 2 SMG. I'm not sure. It's been so long since I played Half-Life 2, I don't remember. It could be, though. I mean, there's a few references I've caught in this game that are pretty deep references. Like, Ayane, I'm positive, is a reference to Aya from Tuhu. All the drawings are you. You did a very good job drawing. They want the land because something's in the desert they're digging up. Abydos District is nothing but wilderness and sand-blasted ruins. I have the slightest clue. So I guess Sensei is just holding back what he knows because it's fun watching the girls be nervous and overthink their hardworking brains trying to figure it out. I might have some insight. Powerlines Sensei does. I give them the information I got from Hina. Hina is such a good girl. Sensei of Shale. Hello, that's me. Both Pandemonium and the Tea Party have yet to receive this information. But I thought you should know. I think the Kaiser Corporation is up to something in the abandoned desert of Abydos. Yeah, she's told us that they're digging something out there. Kaiser is up to something. Why would the Gehenna Because she's a good girl, that's why. Because Hina is a good girl. She's the goodest girl. I've met Hina once for half a minute, and if anything happened to her, I would kill everyone in the room and then kill myself. Hina is good girl. Why would she tell you that, Sensei? Because she's a good girl! Come on, what is there to think about? The Abydos Desert is in our district. Why don't we just go check it out? If you're so curious about what's out there, let's go and see for ourselves. I'm with Sarika on this. Let's fucking go. Oh, the music changed. That's some good background music. Sensei doing this all the time. Sensei threatening to kill everyone than himself. Anything happens to Hina. Wow, Sarika, you actually had a good idea for once. You've grown so much. I'm so proud of you. They're gonna make her cry. Cry! It's really funny and cute when Sarika cries. What is this feeling? Is this what it's like to be supported? They're almost as supportive as their spats. Yes, Sarika's right. Then let's go, like, right now. Like, right the fuck now. Let's fucking go, right now. Well, that's the first time I had all 5 of them on screen. That's cool. I still don't trust Hoshino. She's up to something. I won't let it go. Hi, Powerlines Sensei Des. Do you have a moment before we leave? I have all the moments. Look, I said right now, but I have a moment. I have something I need to talk to you about. Is it why you were throwing hands? I follow Shiroko. Wait, is this a kidnapping? Am I being kidnapped again? Hi, hello. Here? I take the piece of paper from Shiroko. Oh? Found it in Hoshino's bag. I said right now, but I have terrible work ethic. True. Very true. I said right now just to motivate you guys to leave so I can stay behind, I'll be honest. What'd you find in Hoshino's bag? Letter of resignation. Takanashi Hoshino for Closure Task Force. She's quitting? Was it because of her meeting with the black suit guy? I mean, I could see Hoshino, like, finally giving up on the school after so many years of debt. Especially if she's about to... Well, I don't know if they can graduate with the school being as it is, but... I'm assuming that this has something to do with Black Suit. It's a letter of resignation from the foreclosure task force. I didn't tell anyone about this, but I'm sure Hoshino knows I went through her bag. Were you looking for, like, money from the bank robbery that she was holding out on? Yeah, why did you go through her bag? Did you find anything else? Any candy? She's never been away as long as she was when the prefect team attacked yesterday. I just couldn't understand why she would do that, so I went through her bag and found this. What about candy? I want candy. Yeah, I have no idea what deal Black Suit would suggest. All I remember happening in that cutscene was he called her Horus and called her a mystic, which I don't know what that means yet. I'm sorry, I deserve to be scolded. I know that's something that I know that something's not a crime just because I don't understand it. I'll scold you later. I'm gonna hold this over your head. Don't worry about it, but I'm gonna hold this over you. So don't tell anyone else. Thank you for telling me, because now I have leverage. Thank you. I'm gonna treasure this, Shiroko. Next time I get tired and need an Uber, I'm gonna call you and you can give me a piggyback ride wherever I want. Because you know that I know that you did that. Okay, Hoshino. I think she's hiding something from us. I agree. Big agree. Hi, Horace. Do you think her Ahogi was wiggling? She could sense someone was talking about her. That's what I have the anime downloaded. I downloaded it legally in Minecraft. I'm gonna watch it weekend after this one when I'm at work on the weekend. And I really hope that Hoshino's Ahoge just wiggles like a radar. You've been able to ride the train this far, but you have to walk from here. Beyond this point lies the Abydos Desert, a land that's always been barren, even where the sands spread. They're usually broken drone security robots and automata. Near Automata? I think I have the Near games, so I never played them. Prowling around, so it's a pretty dangerous place. Good thing you guys have guns. We're out of options. Everyone, please get your weapons ready. The intel received about Kaiser doing something in the Abydos Desert. If we want to confirm whether it's true or not, we have no choice but to go out there ourselves. By the way, Knife here, isn't it weird that Gehenna Head Prefect is the one who gave us the info? Well, no, because she didn't give you the info, she gave Sensei, me, the superior human being, the info. How does a student from another academy know so much about what's going on in our districts? Because she's from a functioning school? And there's literally only 5 of you. Soon to be 4. Probably because the Gehenna Prefect team is very good at collecting info. So they naturally know a lot more than a small academy like us. Hoshino, don't say is that so, you knew that. She's playing dumb. The head prefect especially. Remember what the senior administrator said? Akko? Yeah, Akko. Since it's near another academy's district, keeping an eye on it is a given. Huh? Huh? Back then, the administrator said it was near another academy's district. Not inside the district, but near it. Nani? And there have been some unfortunate incidents, but nothing illegal yet. I hope you understand the urgency of the situation. I mean, I also wouldn't trust whatever Akko said completely, because she's a two-timing bitch. Nothing illegal, which could mean they might not have known the full details. Maybe they didn't intend to trespass after all. Shiroko disagrees. I keep on saying head prefect. The prefect team attacked first with clear intentions to invade. Doesn't matter if it was in Abydos district or not. Does Gehenna neighbor Abydos? And what Akko did after that was clearly hostile. That alone is enough. I agree with Shiroko. Casus Belli. The 5 of you should go invade Gehenna back. Yes, you could be right. But at the very least, the senior administrator seemed to know something we didn't. Akko said they're next to Abydos. Okay. So if the Gehenna Head Prefect has information that we don't have, there's nothing weird about that. But we'll know for sure once we see it with our own eyes. I agree, let's keep going. Oh, battle time. Little cat, that little frowny bastard. Go Gadget Ayane. Yeah, I assume that... Ooh, it's the cute delinquent girl. I assume that all the geography is super fast and loose, and really non-committal. Get him! Get him, cat! Yeah, reload and buff yourself so you waste it moving around. Good job, me. Get him. Get him! You need to heal. Serica is the cutest car. I love it when I drop a heal and they run out of it. It's great. Ah, there's one guy out of range. Get him! Delete! Some of the delinquent girls are actually super cute. And I wish you could recruit them. They also have Yuka's weapon. Interesting. Get him, cat. She's trying to get away. Get him. There you go. I love Nonomi. She's such a good carry. She carries me so hard on yellow teams. At least there's delinquent Dojins. The blonde delinquent is kind of meh, but the other two are really cute. Alright, we're in Tatooine. We'll be working in the desert from here on out. It's all sandy. I've been as far as the sand-covered city, but this is my first time coming this far. I wonder what this... Do they ever explain what the stuff in the sky is? It looks cool. I've been wondering about that. It's been a while since I was last here. When were you last here? Yeah, when? Spill it! Spill it, Hoshino! Yeah, I've been here a few times for the student council missions. If you go a little farther from here, you'll find the oasis where the Abydos Oasis Festival was held. Well, by definition, Serica, it wouldn't be an oasis if it wasn't in the desert. I'm just saying. The ponytail delinquent has more fan art than some playables. Well, I mean, that's not surprising considering just how many characters there are. Because, like, if you only know Blue Archive by the fan art, which I did for the longest time, you'd think there's only like a few dozen characters, but there's a shit ton of girls you just never see outside of the game. Well, it's all dried up now. See, there's once bigger than most lakes and deep enough for boating. Never seen it myself, though. The Oasis Festival, I heard of it. It was the greatest festival in Abydos and will attract tons of people. Students from other academies would even come just to see it, but that was decades before the desert moved in. Interesting. So the desertification has been in progress for decades. So I guess that probably means Kaiser Court didn't cause the desertification if it was happening for decades, because it seems like too long to be a long con. But they could have made the desertification worse. Well, I heard that it used to be a nice place to live. There was so much sand or dust back then. We still have a little ways to go before we reach this sector mentioned by the Gehenna Head Prefect. but I don't know what to expect from this place. For now, stay alert as you move forward. I do wish that the alts of characters weren't completely different units, and they were just different versions you switch between on the same unit. Because that's something I've hated ever since Fate Grand Order, where all the alt versions of characters were their own different units. It's such a fucking nightmare. It seems like they at least do a little thing where if you get an alt of a unit, it buffs the original. So that's something at least. Get him! Get him, cat! Get him, dog! It is nice that you can use both units. That's the saving grace of the system. But as a cheapskate, having to pull new units is a bummer. The ponytail girl is called Sukaban. Get him! Get him, cat! I've tried one meme build, which was just all grenade launchers. It was funny. Not very good, but it was funny. Get him. Oh, it's a boss. Does Shiroko have 4, well, I mean, it did work, but I'm a lowbie, so it was low difficulty. It wasn't very efficient. Because the grenade launcher units have a long reload time between shots. Ooh, fancy. I do wish it would be better, though, because having all grenade launchers is very amusing. Broken drones and automata. What's the difference between automata and the robots? Strange that these things keep showing up here. Or I guess the automata are the robots. Wait, I'm picking up something straight ahead. I can't see well because of all the dust. Yeah, it's all dusty. A huge town, factory, or garrison, whatever it is, it's massive and fully manned. Or well-manned. Ayane, are you sure? There's nothing here but dried up oasis. 3 strikers and 1 special. Is that including the hag Shiroko? Or is she the 3rd one? You're just not close enough to see it. Keep going. Trust in the knife ears. She's a knife ear, but she's our knife ear. It's a camp. Barbed wire and facilities that look like they go on for kilometers. A factory? It doesn't look like a factory. There's no oil rigs here. Yeah, the hag Shiroko. What I said. Definitely wasn't here before. Whack! Shoot back! Get angry! Oh. Robots. Capture them! Don't let them get away! They remind me of the synthetic characters, kind of. Unidentified troops dead ahead. Shoot them! Shoot back! I don't know who they are, but if they're here to welcome us, we ought to respond in kind. I agree with Hoshino. Let's fucking go! A lot of battles this chapter. Rabu, the leader of one of the helmet gangs, will be playable. That'll be fun. I feel like the delinquents are so popular, they may as well just give them their own school at this point. And just like release an entire school of delinquent characters. It'll be great. Get sandbags. I wonder if are these girls at graduated schools, or are they girls in school hired by Kaiser? Because they're not all robots. The ones that aren't robots are girls. Well, there are... It said there's over 1,000 academies, so maybe Kaiser owns some academies, and they have like private academies. I could see that. Because Kavodos is the size of literally North America, so I could see Kaiser Corporation having their own private academies that are giving them girls to fill their PMC stuff. It's nice having all this combat. Change of pace. Also more gems. We are cruising through Chapter 2. Who are they? Kaiser Corp. Look at their name tags. They put name tags on the girls so they don't forget who they are. They're not that strong, but they're definitely a pain to deal with, more than anything I've ever faced before. Really? Even worse than Gehenna? Maybe more than the Prefect team. Wow. What were these people? What are they doing here? They're shooting at you. You found the facility's insignia that's everywhere. This is every named student will eventually be playable. One student that's currently just an NPC not playable yet that I'm looking forward to is the journalist, because she's super cute. I've seen her in a few cutscenes. It's Kaiser Corp. The name of the group is literally underneath the logo. It's literally right there. Just read it. Kaiser PMC. Yes, I'm sure of it. They're called Kaiser PMC. Yes, they're one of the million subsidiaries. Shinon or Mai? I've only seen one of the journalist students. I don't know. I don't remember which name it is. It's the, she was blonde holding a camera. She showed up. Last time I saw her was in the camp event story. I want to say flat. Wait, what'd that say? They're not listed, but they're a subsidiary of Kaiser Corporation. Huh. Kaiser this, Kaiser that, everywhere we go! What the hell is their deal? They're greedy. They're in it for the money. What PMC means? What? It stands for Private Military Company. Yeah, mercenaries. Mai then. Uh-huh. They're not like those thugs in the Helmet Gang. They're super organized, just like an army. An army? You mean they're not students? There were rumors about a company recruiting dropouts, expelled students, and troublemakers into a private army. Could this be? Oh. Interesting. I wouldn't say I really like the glasses girls, but I like her. I don't always go for glasses girls. But I guess that is confirmation. Well, I mean, I can still see a Kaiser Academy being a thing. But they're recruiting dropouts, expelled, and stuff. How many alarms do they have? There's like 3 different alarms coming from every direction. So many alarms. They got helicopters. And tanks. Jesus Christ. There's a huge army approaching. They're trying to surround you. Good. We're surrounded. They have nowhere left to hide. Tanks, armored vehicles, and even helichoppers. They're pulling out all the stops. So far, Maya is the only student not to have a single... Really? But she's cute. How could she not have a single fan art on Pixiv? Everyone, this is dangerous. Retreat before you're surrounded. You need to break through the siege and escape. Sensei awaiting orders. Hi, Powerlines Sensei des. Yeah, but I'm different. I'm Sensei. And they're my human shields. Come on. There we go. Delete them. God bless you, Nanomi. Get angry, cat. Because Shinon takes more attention from the two. Which one is Shinon? Oh, tank. You need a heal. Get him. Oh, I need the minigun. The tanned underbooba. I don't think I've seen her yet. I'm guessing that's the other journalist. Yeah, I don't remember her in the camping event. I don't think I've seen her yet. But I've seen Mai in the camping event and the one of the story bits in one of the side mission areas. What was it? Hold on. I can't remember the name. Hold on. We're gonna do that, but hold on. It was Ohio. It was joint firing drill, I think. I think Mai showed up on the little thing for this the first time I went in. Where was I? Here. I was already on the right screen. You to part 10. I think that was one. It was one of those things because it was like Sensei was being interviewed by Mai about some tournament or something. Something like that. One of those side activities. The cat's getting a little tired. The dog's getting a little tired too. There's no end to them. Maybe PvP? It might have been PvP, yeah. Because I remember it was something about a tournament, so it would make sense if it was PvP. Sensei, can you hear me? We broke through the siege, but there. Communications aren't stable. Hurry and retreat. Someone's coming? Who's coming? Wah! Robots! We're screwed. No. Shiroko, I'm calling in that favor. Give me a piggyback out of here right the fuck now. They've got us surrounded. Oop. Hello? It's the Fatman. I was wondering who the intruders could be, and there you are, Abydos. It's the Fatman. Looks like someone important just showed up. The guy is so fat, he weighs more than Yuka. He's so fat that he made the tires squeal out in the desert where there's no pavement. Think about that. The car's wheels were squealing on sand. That's how heavy that fat ass is. I didn't think you'd come here. Well, it doesn't matter either. Doesn't matter. Matter either way. Getting tongue-tied. So with the Presidente gone, that means the debt falls on you, Vice President Takanashi Hoshino. Or would you rather hear my offer? Was the Fatman there with her? I only remember Black Suit being in the meeting Hoshino was at. I can check under task stories, under history. Interesting. You damaged the business by illegally breaking into its private property. I could leverage this transaction to double the debt your school owes, but honestly, that wouldn't change anything. He is the one from... You're the student council presidente that Gematria was after. Or the vice president, anyways. I like his suit, but orange is my favorite color. Yes, I have an interesting idea. It'd be much better than using Problem Solver or Helmet Gang. What are you talking about? Our best friends, Problem Solver. Whomstative are you? You don't know who I am. That's disappointing. Abydos students of all people should know me better than anyone. They're not really good at paying attention, I'll be honest. I'm an executive of Kaiser Corporation. No, you're not. You're a director. Brother is lying on main. I see his title right there. It's director, not executive. Brother's not even a C level. He's not even a chief. A director is like middle management. Get fucked, Kaiser PMC director. I'm calling your bluff. You're not executive. And more importantly, I own the debt your school owes. In other words, I'm your creditor. Oh, so we should shoot you. I mean, I don't see a problem with that solution. Creditor? I don't think they know what a creditor is. You gotta talk to them like they're watching Barney. Now then, let us discuss your old debt. Good thing he doesn't know you robbed a bank. That belongs to Kaiser. A losing battle. Ooh, Echo, the two-faced bitch. Oh, we're in Gehenna. Presidente, how much longer do we have to keep writing? You're only on page 200! Weren't you the one who said you'd fill out 1,000? It was just an expression. I didn't think you actually expect me to write 1,000 pages. Yeah, I think Hina's still a little mad at Echo here. I'll continue. Keep writing, bitch. I didn't say you could talk. About the hag from Abydos. Do you know her? Nope. That was my first time seeing her in person. You sound like you knew her pretty well. Ellipses. Takanashi Hoshino. I think Hina just recognized her as a fellow womanlet, and womanlets together strong. I think that's all there was to that, honestly. Like, I know I'm conspiracy theory brained. That's how I'm wired. But honestly, I think Hina just saw Hoshino, and real recognized real. Womanlet recognized womanlet. They instantly had an unspoken alliance. I think that's all there was to it. She's a super elite student who's been praised as a genius. 2 years ago, the Intelligence Committee identified her as a potential threat to Gehenna. She didn't look like that kind of person at all. She hides it well. It's not easy being a hag. She seemed really laid back. Short together strong. You mustn't judge people by their looks, Akko. But she's completely different from the way she was 2 years ago. She used to be much more belligerent and violent. She seemed very tough and sharp. Well, anyway, if we had fought her as she was then, the prefect team would have been decimated by your hasty actions, Akko. She looks like a devil? Yeah, Gehenna School's thing is that they're all like devil girls, kind of. And they're the rivals of the Trinity School, and Trinity's thing is that they're all angel girls. And with Shell there, the damage could have been even worse. I'll take that as praise. Acceptable. Well, she's the boss of the police at the Devil School, so yeah, I guess you call her the Devil. But the intel was solid. We analyzed everything. That's because they stopped operating for an extended period. It's such a tiny school that the Intelligence Committee must have decided they were no longer a threat. Don't let the knife ears fool you, Last Echo. If they don't have horns, they're not a devil. If you want more details, Echo, you have to dig through the old files of the Intelligence Committee. Oh. Hoshino looking scrappy. So he never left Abydos after all, Takanashi Hoshino. Why? Little hag looking scrappy over there. Is from the Kaiser. Hold on. Okay, no. They didn't mess it up. There's no extra S. It's not Honkai Star Rail level writing. They actually have good grammar here. It's from the Kaiser Corporation. I suppose I should properly introduce myself. Why you always lying? Brother out here lying about being an executive when he's only a director, not even a senior director. Brother is middle management. He's playing it up. He calls himself executive to his wife when he goes home and puts on the big suit to make himself feel better that he's not an executive. He got passed over on the promotion to C level. Brother's not even the chief of anything. He's chief of jack and shit. Over here trying to talk like an executive. I see your title there. Fucking director. Right now, I'm also... Why are you lying? You're the director of a Kaiser PMC. You said enough. We know you're the one who exploited our school. That's right. You're the culprit who hired the Helmet Gang and Problem Solver to come after us, aren't you? Huh? Is he just over there going, huh? You're the reason that Abydos is Abydoses. Could be a different meaning, and just imagining me saying this in a game could be. It could be a different meaning in South Korea. Hey, hi, Powerlines Sensei Des is just yelling this stuff behind the girls, and the girls are awkwardly trying to shout over me. My spurious allegations. Spurious. Is that a real word? Did they bust out the thesaurus on me? Spurious definition. Lacking of authenticity or validity. Not genuine. Yeah, they busted out the thesaurus. No one uses that word. Nice attempt, though. I'll give you a B for effort. You break into private property, assault my innocent PMC employees, destroy our facilities, and blame me for it? That's comedy. And he would know because he pretends to be an executive. Let me make this clear. This is a legal place of operations of Kaiser PMC, and you are trespassing on private property. No, we're not. We're not trespassing because you clearly had us follow you back here. You invited us now. So clearly, we're not trespassing anymore now that you invited us onto your property. Point of order, Mr. Director. As a vampire, I am keenly aware of these loopholes. We have been invited into your property, we have crossed the threshold, and now you can't get rid of us. Abydos District. Sure, we bought the land. Every step of that transaction was legitimate. We have the ledgers and records to prove it. Not if we rob the bank and take those records. I find it highly distasteful that you're acting as if we're committing a crime. Curious about what we're doing here? About when we bought your precious land? Fine, I'll tell you. We're searching for the treasure buried somewhere in Abydos. Oop, loot, loot. Loot! That's a bold-faced lie. No, hold on. Let him cook. Brother's out here talking about loot. Hold on. Hold on, Serica. Kaiser PMC is just one of 8 subsidiaries. He may be an executive, but only a specific... Nah, but he's named director. I'm not gonna let this go. I'm gonna die on this hill. Brother is not an executive. He's fucking middle management. Calls himself executive in front of all his PMC soldiers. You can't even fight worth shit. How could you explain all these PMC soldiers? How are they not here to claim our district by force? Hundreds of tanks, hundreds of elite. Your elite soldiers suck. Untold tons of black powder and ammo. Why are you using black powder? Do Koreans think you load bullets with... Are they not aware that smokeless powder is the thing we've been using for like 100 years? So hi, Wellspear. Hope you have a great night. Do you truly believe we prepared all this for school with only 5 students remaining? Surely you jest. This is but a defensive measure against those who would interrupt our treasure hunt. It isn't meant for you at all. Oh, I bet that this was Akko's real... Well, no, Akko said her real goal was coming for me. Phrasing. But maybe they were also coming to attack Kaiser here. As for dealing with you lot, well, something like this should be more than enough. What? It's me! Yes, proceed! Who did you just call? Proceed. I regret to inform you that your school's credit rating has just taken another hit. Don't answer it! The debt collectors aren't real, just don't answer the phone. Don't answer it, honey. It's a trap. This is Kaiser loans. From this point forward, Abdus' credit score will be set to the minimum rating. Okay, we're gonna rob another bank then. This has been raised. This has raised the variable interest rate by 3,000%. So the amount you'll be responsible for starting next month is 91.3 million yen. Please be sure to make your next payment by the end of the month. Huh? Look, we have an entire month to rob banks. I think we'll be okay. Did you say 90 million yen? What's that in real money? Because all those zeros are worthless. Hold on. 90, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 100, 100,000. Shit. Math is hard. Hold on. 90. 1, 10, 100. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 90 to yen to USD. That's 608 million. Okay, yeah, you might not be able to rob that many banks in a month. You might be fucked. Hey, they didn't agree to not rob banks anymore. They agreed to not keep the money from robbing banks. There's an important difference there. So robbing banks is still on the table. That's right. Now do you get it? You finally see whose hand is holding the leash around your necks. Also, I agree. They could at least give it a valiant effort to rob that many banks. Just think of how happy Shiroko would be. Do you find that too harsh? Well, there's more. We never received a deposit for the 900 million yen you originally borrowed. Please deposit 300 million to Kaiser loans within the week. You'll have to prove that you can pay off the debt even at this interest rate. Assuming that is even possible. Challenge accepted. By the way, do you have the address for your banking institution? Hoshino said she doesn't want them to resort to that, but also Hoshino is holding back secrets. So Sensei thinks that Hoshino can just suck it up and take the money. Hey, Hoshino put in her letter of resignation, so what she says doesn't matter anymore. I'm just saying. Robbing banks is on the table. There's no way we can get that kind of money. We're barely keeping up with interest as it is. In that case, they'll just have to give up your academy and leave. Drop out and transfer? Isn't that the right thing to do? The debt was never yours to begin with. It's the school's debt to pay. It isn't your responsibility. And there's no way we'd ever do something like that. It's our school. We can't just abandon it. Abydos is our home. They like the desert. Such foolishness. What do you plan to do? Continue standing here arguing with us? They could shoot you. They could shoot you right now. Yeah, what do you mean, Hoshino? We can't fight them here, and that's what they want. Wise decision, Vice Presidente. Now remember, your president wasn't as bright as you, was she? Well, I'll be looking forward to next month's payment, dear customers. Shut up, fat man. That was refreshing. Now then, escort our guest to the exit. What are you ellipsing about over there? What are you ellipsing about? Secrets? Are you about to finally drop some secrets? Hoshino? She knows something. It's 3 a.m., but I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do episode 12. Hoshino has to drop something. I know she's hiding something. Ta-da! It's Hoshino! I was finally able to get my hands on this old Abydos Oasis Festival poster. The oasis used to be as big as a lake. You can have it as a souvenir. It's incredible, isn't it? If we had some kind of miracle, people might start coming back here. Just imagine. Miracles don't exist, you dumb bitch. Something like that isn't going to happen. Ow. My feelings. Who the hell would want to visit some spot in the middle of a desert? for once in your life, stop daydreaming. Sorry, Horace. It's because I'm dumb. I'm dumber in hell. Miracles, luck, fortune. How do I manage to butcher Japanese names so hard? It comes naturally to me. You're the Presidente of Abido Student Council. You need to take your position more seriously. Did she just rip up that poster? Hoshino, you bitch. You bitch. Are you thinking about that poster? Are you regretting it, Hoshino? Seriously, what the hell are we gonna do? Just what is Kaiser Corporation up to out there? It looked like they were digging something up, that so-called treasure. Look, Sensei is now aware that there's loot. We need to go looting. We need a night mission. We need a sneaking operation. That can't be right. There's nothing but desert out there. No oil, no underground resources, nothing of value. That was confirmed ages ago. Then why take the land? That's not the issue. What about our debt? They want it paid off by the end of the month. How are we supposed to do that? Banks, banks, banks! No, wait, better idea. We go steal the treasure they're picking up, and then we sell it to them to deal with the debt. And also buy everything back. Perfect. Kaiser Loans already sent us a reminder and requested a deposit. We have to come up with 300 million yen by next week. I'm going. I need to find out what they're doing out there. Shiroko craves more violence. You go, girl. Where are you? To that PMC facility. I shouldn't have any trouble infiltrating. A sneaking mission! If I'm thorough, I get to the bottom of what they're using it for. That's only going to make things worse, Shiroko. We should be focusing on how to pay off the debt. That debt isn't going to be paid off by doing what we've been doing. Now's the time for drastic measures. Now, if you go off again! Girls, you need to listen to Shiroko. Listen to the fogs. Wait, no, you're a wolf. Listen to the wolf. Enough of that. What's the point of getting emotional? If we lose the school, it's all over. I'm in. Yay, the cat's on side. Something tells me the cat's not going to be that good at sneaking. Sarek, are you seriously going against Hoshino? That's not what I meant. You're the one making things worse, Sarika. Are you planning to become a criminal now? You say that like it's a bad thing, becoming a criminal. Also, you weren't there, Ayane, but you were helping. You abetted the bank heist, so don't talk like you're not a criminal. Alright, settle down, everyone. They're all so heated. I swear the room's getting warmer. Nah, you're in a desert. Turn the AC on. You're right, I'm sorry. Did her ears actually sad when she got sad? That's funny. That's cute. That's cute as fuck. Didn't mean to get so desperate. You should be desperate. You should all be desperate. You don't even know. If only you knew how bad things actually were. I know. I couldn't say mad at you, Shiroko. Come on, let's call it. No, don't call it a day. You got shit to do. You got secrets to spill. We're done here. Let's cool our heads and meet up tomorrow. Consider that Presidente's orders. Ah! Let's go rob a bank. I mean, good call. Let's come back fresh tomorrow. Sensei is down bad for a heist. The other club members head home one by one till only Hoshino and Shiroko are left. And Sensei? Am I here? What's up, Shiroko? Not going home? She's cornering you. Do you have a moment? She better. Something you wanted to say. Hi, Powerlines Sensei Des. Present. Don't you owe you to me? But I'm so beat from today, a lot happened. Can I wait until tomorrow? No! I think I already know what this is about. Sensei. Go it! Throw hands! You have Sensei's permission to throw hands. Well, well, Sensei, when did you and sweet little Shiroko become close enough to understand each other through eye contact? We have a wavelength, you have to understand. Sometimes it's uncomfortable, but we always know what the other is thinking, and it's usually about robbing banks. I can't explain it, it's weird. Hag versus wolf. It actually is a Tale of Zoda's time. Guess I shouldn't underestimate you after all, Sensei. This old timer's starting to feel a little left out here. The bank robber's wavelength. How many hours do I have on Payday 2? I haven't played it in a long time, but I know I put a lot of hours into Payday 2. Steam, Payday 2. I have 339.3 hours in Payday 2. Not that much, honestly. 300 hours isn't a lot. Be honest, Hag. You're being called out. You know what? I showed the resignation. Also this. I'm just trying to bluff her to start spilling. What did you? This is Shiroko's doing. Come on, Shiroko, you can't go digging through your Presidente's bag. If you don't want her to loot, you shouldn't leave it out there. I have more hours in the Steam version of Blue Archive. Do I? No, I only have 36.7 hours so far. Although that doesn't include the phone time. And I usually just have it on the background at work. And you, Sensei! Shiroko's sure to become a supervillain when she's your age if you keep advocating the cool crime of robbery. That's the plan. I'm not hearing a problem. For now, I need to talk to you. Don't worry about how cool Shiroko is going to become. I tried BlueStacks once to play Girls Front Line back in the day, and I hate BlueStacks. I'm convinced that thing was just mining crypto on my computer. So unless it has a native PC client, I don't fuck with it. So that's how it's gonna be. Talk to me, Hag. There's something you haven't told anyone, isn't there? You're being called out. Yeah, I got you by the hoagie. Spill it. Mind going on a walk? Why? I want the secret now. Step outside the classroom. We get big steppies. Because Sensei is a big boy. I got big steppies! Unlike Hoshino, who's a little hag. Little steppies. The sand's piling up here too. There aren't enough of us to keep a building this big clean. If only the sandstorms would calm down. Messed up, isn't it? A bit too cruel. This old-timer's entire high school life was just sand. You're the one who chose to stay here. You could have transferred literally any moment. But you really like this school, don't you? What makes you think that? The fact that you're putting up with $6 million of debt. They say this place used to be a massive, powerful school before the desert took over, but I wouldn't know anything about that. All I remember is a mess, a school in ruins, nothing in order. The school I first walked into all those years ago is now buried under sand, and all the upperclassmen I looked up to are long gone. This isn't even a school main building. It's just an annex that we ran to after every other building was lost to desertification. Then again, I wouldn't have met Shiroko, Nanomi, Ayane, and Serika had I not come here. I guess I am somewhat attached. Still waiting for that secret. Yes, be honest, please. I am begging you to give Sensei something to work with. I skipped it. Okay, be honest. I've been receiving offers from weird people for 2 years now. What kind of offers? Weird. The Kaiser Corporation. I guess you could call it headhunting. They've contacted me multiple times since I came to Abydos. Recently, too. What? going to make you an offer you can't refuse. Half of Abydos' debt will instantly be forgiven if you agree to drop out of school and join the corporation I manage. So do we have a deal? Go ahead and sign here. Why would you agree to only half the debt? Get it all! Hoshino, you better not have signed. I'll be so disappointed if you signed and didn't even get rid of the problem. How many times do I have to say it? No! My answer's still no. It was a tempting offer, no doubt, but back then I kept refusing because I knew if I left, Abydos would fall apart. But you know, it looked like they're recruiting talent for their PMC. Also, yeah, who was he? I don't know either, I just call him Black Suit. Am I on the villain side? I mean, I am a villain. I'm something of a villain myself. Something about him gives me the creeps. Is it the weird nebula coming out of his head? Never seen anyone who looks like that in Kavodos. He's suspicious, no doubt, but he hasn't caused any trouble that you know of. One thing's for sure, though, even Kaiser's executives seem to fear him. In this resignation letter, how do you do, fellow villains? I mean, it's like when you're at a horror movie and you're yelling at the stupid actors what to do. That's kind of like me when I'm yelling at villains what to do. Well, it's not like I haven't had my doubts for a while now. Maybe there's just a trace of that hesitation. Let me see that, I'll throw it out. See? Now it's in the trash. Now set the trash can on fire. Do it. Set the trash can on fire, Hoshino! Looks like it caused some unnecessary suspicion. There's no use dwelling on something like this unsettling. But they are my underclassmen, and I do owe it to them. I'll tell them the whole thing tomorrow. It's not exactly a happy story, but I know I shouldn't be keeping secrets from them. Well, at least it'll make Nanomi happy. Yeah, Black Suit, I don't know what to make of him. He doesn't seem like the antagonist. He might be a antagonist, but I'm not sure of that yet. He just seems like a neutral guy so far. I have no idea how to go about this. Have you tried using your words? Maybe. Anything can happen, even miracles. Alright, we talked about this long enough. See ya tomorrow, Sensei. Hi, Powerlines, Sensei Dus. Bye. Bye, Hag. Hag! What? You know you can rely on me, right? I'm sure there's a way. Sensei is trying to act cool. Do I look that down? No, you're just really short. Hurts my neck looking down at you. Hello. Okay, Sensei, thanks. You're welcome. Maestro, is that Greg? Because he's the boss thing, and he's like a maestro. Is that Greg? The next day. Hello, everyone. Ayane coming in. Hi, Knife here. You're the first one here. What? What? You got little steppies. What? Why are you screaming? Why you be screaming? On the desk was Hoshino's club resignation, an academy dropout notice, and a letter. Hoshino, you bitch! Wait, hold on. I'm coping, but it's possible that Kaiser snuck in overnight to leave that there and forge the documents. It's possible that Hoshino didn't do that. But also case in point of why I wanted Hoshino to burn it. That will unfortunately have to be tomorrow night. Now it's 3:15. Ah, I'm so close to getting one more. Oh wait. Can I sneak in 180 gems? Oh, 180 gems, perfect. Lucky. Okay. We're going up to the big 200, the big 200 for Katoma Camp, finally. Okay. If I actually pull her on this final 10 before I have to use the pity, I'm actually going to be a little upsetty spaghetti, I'll be real. Because at that point, it's like I wasted 200 gems to get to the pity. Wait. Yeah, I have the right one. I don't want Hari, although she does look kind of cool. I like Hari more than I expected to from her story stuff. But I'm on a Katama camp. Team Katama. Alright, here we go. Big 200, big 200. This is it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get Katama camp. Alright, I'm gonna sign it for real. Powerlines. Hi, Powerline Sensei Des. Fuck! Hey, Yane. Hi. No, I'm not gonna do this again. Pulling outside of Fest is fucking miserable. I got Jack and Ship, but I got the 200. Alright. Select Rooney. We get Katama Camp. Yes. They are cruel. That's just how it is in this bitch of a world. I've been waiting to hear your footsteps. Come closer. Hello, Katama. I got her. It doesn't feel good, but I got her. It's Ogre. I can stop wasting my gems outside of Fess. Ugh. Okay. Hi, Katama. Yes, hi. I don't think I'm ever even gonna use her, I just wanted her to have her. Like, she's only good for, like, that HOD, whatever that is. I just want her because Katama is my favorite character design. Like, where are you, nerd? Where's my nerd? This is the best character design I've seen in the game. It's just so well put together. Like, this is like a 5-star to me character design. Anyways. What? Get back here. Okay. That's gonna be it tonight. Did I get her ID yet? Or ID? Life to D. Oh, Katama's. Yes, but I turned it off because it makes the interface laggy. It makes me have to, like, double-click to do stuff when I go to the screen. Drew me with Haruka, but can't send it over Twitter because it's not verified. If you mean DM, you can just send it to, like, just at me with it if you want. I appreciate it. HOD, Glory Through Splendor is one of the 10 decas. Decagrammation, Decagrammaton, Prophets, also the youngest. Yeah, I think I have like 10 students selected right now. But Katama's my favorite, and today we have Mitsugi because it was her birthday. Okay, that's gonna be it for us tonight. Oh, and settings. Is something I have to turn on? I assumed it was automatic. Where is it? Recollection. Lobby roster change rules? Is this it? Lobby roster? Ah. Aha! Okay. Okay, for real this time, that's gonna be it tonight, because it's now 3:20. I gotta go to bed. I'm a tired vampire. Okay, I'll see everyone tomorrow at 1:40 a.m. Eastern for more Blue Archive. If you guys enjoyed this and you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe, and share, because every little bit helps a little guy like me. So, I hope everyone has a fantastic Wednesday. See you all tomorrow. Take care, Fan Gang.